Yeah, hi Dean, hi Chris. Pretty incredible last quarter with those sort of 3-pointers flying back and forth, and I imagine you'd be pretty proud to come away with a win like that.
Yeah, we spoke before the game about them having nothing to lose and on a, in desperation mode, and so are we, because we've got plans for where we want to finish, and credit to them, they went on some good runs. They made some big plays, and I just love the way that we knuckled down and relied on our defense once again to allow us to get out and run and get some shots, and that's a good result for us against them.
And is that the sort of win when it comes to finals that really steals you and fortifies you, that you can lean on and go, okay, we're never out of a game?
Yeah, pretty similar to the last time we played them. We're down 12 in the fourth quarter. This time, we made a great run at the start of the fourth quarter and really turned up our energy there. And I thought for this game, I thought we got to a level just for periods, and we weren't able to sustain it tonight, whether that's travelling back from Perth or whatever it is. But we were really good and played the way we wanted to play in short periods today. And they were able to counter it with their own runs. And but you go into 2.5 minutes to go, and it's a 2-point game, and some massive plays are always going to be made. Defensively, I thought we got into their guards, drove them downhill, had shot blockers at the rim, challenged, rebound well, did all those things that we needed to do. And then you need to come up with some plays at the other end, and Shaylee with a massive offensive rebound for us and kick out. And was that the Barlow? I'm not sure if that was the Barlow 3, but yeah, great to see him in his 200th game go and knock one in the fourth quarter as well.
Talk a little bit about Barlow's influence on the group, given his milestone.
Yeah, it's just, and he's one of the, he plays his 200th game. Only Chris and him have done that for this club. Since I've been around him, you see him continuing to be a pro, to continue to play the level that he is at the age that he is. But he's given us so much more than that on the floor. One of the best clarity teachers of the game that I've been around. Ask him a question, you're going to walk away with absolute understanding about what needs to happen. And we're using him a lot right now, and players are using him a lot to just get the knowledge that they need of our system and what needs to happen. So yeah, he's been amazing as a player, and now starting to be a coach in NBL1, and so happy that he's taken that path, and we'll continue to have him in the game.
Chris, can you talk a little bit about Jack White? It seems sort of over this 3-game stretch there's been a bit of a switch flipped in him, and he seems to be much more aggressive coming out in the first quarter and just really lifted his game. Is that something that you've noticed as well?
Yeah, I mean, we're always on Jack. He's such a talented guy. He shoots the ball at an amazing clip, in practice, in scrimmages. And, we want him to be aggressive, and he can do some things that, people at that power forward position can't. So we want him to be as aggressive as he wants to be. He's a big part of what we do. Defensively, he's great. I just want to see him be aggressive and be himself, because I think his upside is enormous. We're big fans.
Just the last one from me, Dean. Can you throw us forward to the weekend? It's sort of been another one of those little tough stretches where you have, trip to Perth, back here, and then another trip. How do you sort of, you get into the tape, how do you prepare from here?
Yeah, we played. We're 10-2 on the road, so it's an amazing achievement so far what we've done. So we got 2 more games on the road, and it certainly might be the best record that I've ever had, on the road with a team. And we've got 2 more to go and continue to believe that whatever situation we're in, that whether it's 4 games in 10 days or whatever it is, to that we can go up there and play well enough and rotate people. And you saw Bubba after just a couple of games with us, he just wasn't quite Bubba tonight. And Caleb coming back from injury, they'll be better for this run to go up there. And Shaili backed up some of the things he did the other night, but when we needed a bucket tonight, CG made some huge plays for us, and the team did a good job of getting him in his spots.
Josh, you're up next.
Coach, there's periods there in the first half where the Phoenix threw out a couple of young players at you in Foxwell and Barker. Can you run us through what you made of that? Was it a bit of a surprise to see it out on the court, and how did that change things?
Yeah, obviously with Brokoff, and I'm not sure what happened with Glidden, but those 2 guys have seen some minutes throughout the year, and obviously we didn't. Short turnaround for us. We didn't spend a heap of time scouting those guys, but Reece Carter's responsible for that with our group, and he gave some quick scouts to the guys. But I thought they handled themselves really well, and credit to Simon and their coaching staff for trusting in those guys to play in a big game like that and in a throwdown. And I thought it didn't matter who they put out there. They played with a pretty high spirit.
There's some big plays from a lot of your team members in that final quarter. Obviously, Chris and Dave with some big shots, but sort of in that final 30-second period, Lual-Acuil, the defensive and offensive ends, personally, I think it's crucial. A couple of quick baskets, a big play on Adam there at the end. What can you say about his execution and composure down the stretch there to help get the win?
Yeah, I thought Joe had his challenges with in the post tonight. They made a real effort to attack in the post, and Joe Cheese 8 of 9 and had a amazing game in the post, and Joe responded and Ariel responded. I thought both of those two, we really good for us in the second half. Ariel has 4 block shots. Joe has a couple of block shots. He just found another level, and we've seen Joe recently just having a baby that he hasn't slept much, and at times his energy levels have been a little bit up and down. But for him to be able to find it in those last couple of minutes was huge.
Just finally, there was some periods in the match where Ariel looked like he was struggling. Is that just fatigue from a couple of big games in a few days, or is he perhaps carrying with a niggle or injury there?
Yeah, I think he had a little niggle tonight, but they kind of assessed him at half time, and after he did a little warm up, they said he was good to go. And I thought he didn't, carry that injury too much in the second half, and looked like he was unrestricted. So I'm sure he'll be good to go in Cairns.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
Kane, you're up.
So congratulations on an impressive victory 3 days ago against Perth.
Thanks.
So 30 seconds remain for Roll'Acuil dunk for the last 9 seconds in the game.
Yeah, I think Whitey had a big dunk down the stretch, and Joe just showed that aggression when he's plays with that little bit of anger and aggression and toughness. We love him just attacking the rim like that, and he's so long and he gets to the rim really quickly. So, huge play for us.
So Melbourne dropped 9 points down in the third quarter, and then we fight back and strong on the way to the finish.
You got that one?
Yeah, we never really dropped our heads. We'd been in that position the last time we played with more of a deficit. So we knew it was just about turning up our defense to our levels and then getting out and, putting some pressure on them at the other end. So glad we could, tighten the grips a little bit with that in the fourth quarter.